let's have a very honest conversation about our team, FC Barcelona. Um, I've watched a lot of content creators, pundit, etc., talk about FC Barcelona, and we are always quick to blame the referees. We understand. I understand that officiating in Spain is awful. Honestly, it's awful. I don't think we are going to see any changes anytime soon. I'll dedicate a whole video about the whole CTA board. I'll tell you who or the people who are made up of this CTA in a Spanish officiating system. Now let's talk about our team. You see, I think that most of the time we forget the fact that we need to be self-critical. We need to look within what the problem is from this team. You understand? Now, people are talking about Hansi Flick's system and also the fact that he is adamant or he's not willing to change his style to adapt to different situations in games. How you approach some big games, etc. I understand. I understand. But then again, let's also look at this team very well. See, look at the squad we have. Now, in the winter transfer window, you're supposed to go into the market to get what? Player, center back, defender, etc. But this team couldn't get anyone. We went for someone who was available, Joao Cancelo. And in the past few games, you haven't seen Cancelo feature in these games. That should tell you something. Hansi Flick doesn't see Cancelo as, let's say, a good option for our defense line. That's why you keep seeing Jules Koundé play at the right back, etc. Now, we are talking about how about he can move Jules Koundé in the center defense position, the center back position, and maybe Cancelo play on the right wing, etc. It's not happening. I am very worried about the fact that, see, our defense keep letting us down. We can talk about who is absent, who is not absent, etc. But the fact is, these players that we have, they can't defend. They are not top defenders. In fact, they don't even know the basis of simple defending. I don't know whether it is the high line, maybe, just maybe the high line. They can't play to perfection. We can talk about, we keep making excuses that we don't have Hansi Flick lost his best center back in the name of Inigo Martinez, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And that is the truth. See, if you don't have the right material to play a system, they need to adjust or adapt. And that is the truth. We've seen that Jules Koundé at right back this season is terrible. Any player can be good or can have a good day against Jules Koundé. In fact, any team can be a prime Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City against Barcelona this season. Any team can score. Anything can score Barcelona from open play. And that is a fact. We've seen that. But the problem here is Hansi Flick should adapt, try to change his system to suit the current players there. These were the same players last season. The only difference is Inigo Martinez left. Yes. And if this system cannot sustain under these current players, then we need to find a different approach in different games. You heard in the news that some players complain about Hansi Flick's approach, that being a bit pragmatic on how they approach some games, for example, big games, etc. See, as I said earlier, I'm not here to talk about referees. We've seen that. The evidence are there. They are glaring that in La Liga, they are not coming to your aid as a Barcelona team. No, you won't get those favors. You won't get those calls. If you're not in a white shirt, you will not get them. So what you have to do as a team is that we need to play our best. That is how we win games. That's how we win the league. Last season, they did it. What is happening this season happened. The same thing happened last season. The only difference is that this season we are dropping points. We are not being cleared in front of goals. When the decision goes against us, we kind of fall back. Last season, it was the same thing, the cheating, the unfairness, the bias, etc. It was there. We need to take our chances. As I've said it again and again and again, that we cannot rely on Ferran Torres and Lewandowski. Next season, we need to see changes, massive changes in this team. We need better players. At least we should sign at least two correct center backs, full backs, and a striker. We need these. You can't give Hansi Flick this team to compete. Look at the teams in Europe: Arsenal, Man City, and the likes. They are buying players. Even Atletico Madrid, although they've been shitty, but they're always going to the window to buy better players. We cannot compete when we don't invest. We can talk about the financial problem. Yeah, we've heard that over the years. But bro, we need to be serious as a football club. Without investment, without the proper investment, we will go nowhere. We will go nowhere as a football club. I'm not here to blame referees. Forget about that. We are tired of those stories. We don't play if you watch Barcelona play, it's boring. Our first halves are boring, too slow. There's no urgency in our play. There's nothing. You don't get anything. The second half too. It's just all over the place.